Somewhere Hip Hop Station is out on 79. Your Dirty J Nick Slides on the radio.
DJ Cash, the fly Haitian kid. I'm in the building.
Like I said, man, I told you we always do Famous Friday. We always have famous individuals in the building. Yeah. This is gentleman. I've been knowing this guy for how many years, man?
It's probably 10 now.
Yeah, about 10 years?
Yeah.
Man, what the hell been going on, man, besides you making all this music, man?
Man, just, trying to inspire the rest of the people, that dreams come true and a lot of things could happen in your life. You could face a lot of adversity, but you could be right here, Vice President of Atlantic Records.
Wow. So first of all, let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I know him by Young Bird. Y'all know him as Hitmaka.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So tell me about this just transitioning. I mean, you always was a fire-ass songwriter. Yeah. I think that a lot of people never gave you the credit, even in your early career when you was going by Young Bird, that nobody was just it was just you just kept getting into different situations, but they overlooked the talent of you writing records.
I'm going to be honest, when I was down here in Atlanta, you were one of the first people because you always been doing your thing. You always been on radio, so you embraced me. We did your record with Lil Scrappy, and that was some of the beginning times, and then I was just able to transition and just work with everybody, and now it's just, I don't know. It's crazy.
So how do you keep, as far as being a songwriter, has there been times where you be okay, this is the last one I can push out? I mean, what's that mental like?
I think when you really get into music, if you really into the music business, you have to be there's no fallback plan on this. There's no plan B. There's no, I'm going to go do this if this doesn't work out for me. And that's always been my whole goal. And, this is all I have. So I've just been going crazy with it.
What made you switch from Young Bird to Hitmaka?
All right, so one day I did a record that was a single for DJ Infamous. It was called Double Cup featuring 2 Chainz.
I remember that record.
Ludacris and Juicy J, and I was on the hook of the song, and I said Hitmaka, and from there I was just yo, I'm gonna run with this, I'm gonna do that, and I knew that I always had the best product, but I just felt like people didn't want to accept the product from me, so I just changed the name and flipped it a little bit.
So just to name down some of the records you've been a part of, you know what I'm saying? You can do a short list.
Hold on.
You got a Rolodex?
I gotta find out where all they
was what?
Saying, because it's so many songs right now, and I'm so proud of the work that me and my team and just all the co-producers and co-writers that I work with have been able to do over the whole time, man. But we can start with one of my favorite ones. Is YFN Lucci featuring Trey Songz.
Okay.
All Night Long. That
Keys on Keys.
Ayo and Keys.
Yeah.
We're serial collaborators. We've been doing this for a while. Me, Ayo, and Keys. We did John by Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. We also did Trouble featuring City Girls. She a winner. That's something crazy that's going on right now. I never knew that the girls were gonna do that. Did you? What was it like
when
for
I
you?
first heard it, I kind of knew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's trouble. He ain't never. He's the king of the thoughts, and you know what I'm saying. He ain't never really put out no girl record.
I was in a club with them last night. It was Trouble, Boosie, and YFN Lucci in the same section, and it was the most ghetto thing I ever been a part of.
Did any girl jump up and do the cucumber challenge?
I didn't see no. I got up out of there. It was too hot.
They do that.
It was 180 degrees now.
They do that with them everywhere they go. So I'm surprised.
So back to this. I can't let you slide on this, man. You said something about Atlantic Records. What's going on with Atlantic Records and you?
I've been vice president of Atlantic Records for the last 2.5 years. Just
wow.
To run down. These ain't all Atlantic Records, but like we said, Trouble featuring City Girls, Bonfire, Automatic, that was number 1. A Boogie, Look Back at It, that was number 1. Jeremiah, Ty Dolla $ign, my Ty did the whole project and probably every single that they've done and features throughout the last 2 years. Leighton Green featuring P&B Rock, City Girls, Lil Baby, Leave 'Em Alone, Tiana Taylor featuring King Combs, How You Want It, Lil Marlo featuring City Girls, man. Offset, Soaking Wet, YB in the Mirror featuring Tiger City Girls, F It Up, Chris Brown featuring Her Come Together, Big Sean Bounce Back, which is 5 times platinum, French Montana featuring Drake, No
Okay,
Stylist.
wait a minute. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Dangerous.
That's a lot. That's when do you sleep?
Never.
This ain't even fair.
It's just naps, just good naps.
I don't think I'm trying to figure out when the last time I seen even a songwriter or a producer have this big of a run with this many records.
I don't know, man. I had the pleasure to finally meet Jermaine Dupri. A lot of people think that me and Bow Wow got beef or whatever. Shout out to Bow Wow, you know what I'm saying? And man, it was just a pleasure to be around that, just to learn from legends. So probably JD, Puff. I aspire to be the next Puff Daddy. I told him to his face,
I think you're definitely on your way there, sir.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about this Atlantic. How long have you been vice president of Atlantic?
2.5 years. With Atlantic, it's been a great vibe. Shout out to Ryan Press, who actually introduced me to Craig Cowman, and Craig Cowman gave me my position with Julie Greenwald, Mike Kaiser, and everybody up there. Lon Ray has been one of the biggest mentors in my career, and I've been able to sell 15.5 million records with them in the last 2 years.
Wow. So how does that work when you actually see, because you're a songwriter and you still, I take it you still do that independently on your side, just to love. How does that work with that contract?
I'm non-exclusive.
Okay, that's all I want to know. How does that work?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get a deal like that? Usually, labels be trying to lock you all the way up.
I mean, I came in with leverage. I had number ones. Chris Brown, Party was a number one. Big Sean Bounce Back was a number one, and those two were like the first ones before I went and got my deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember like you coming back on the scene as like being in reality TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you disappear from that? Cause like,
that stuff is kind of like traumatic because you're not fully in control of everything.
It's bullshit. You can say it. It's bullshit.
I'm used to being executive producer my whole life.
Right.
You know
So
what I'm
you
saying?
got somebody else controlling your life now?
I don't want nobody else controlling my life. No disrespect to nobody that does it. And I'm just happy to make it out. Shout out to Cardi B and myself because we lit.
but I feel like too, I feel like it overshadowed the things you were doing.
I got on the show to try and explain it. I was working with Nicki Minaj, and I was working with Diddy, and I was working with all these different people. But, they got to make it a big deal. And, like, my whole storyline wasn't what my storyline was. They just switched the whole vibe up.
Wow. Yeah, because I feel like they kind of, like, slick people, like, the way they try to portray it was, like, young bird, washed up. But it was like, bro wrote this, he wrote that. And I don't think they knew that at the time, like, while we was watching it.
Well, shit, Young Berg died in that process, so I could be Hitmaka.
Right.
I ain't mad. So what would you tell some of these cats, like the young cats, just about just going through adversities in life and overcoming them and staying focused?
I think you got to just keep God first and continue to work hard. If you put the craft first and you put everything aside, no chicks, no running around with the homies, no doing nothing crazy or whatever, and just really put the studio time in. I still go to the studio like I do not have a placement. I went to the studio last night and made 4 songs in an hour and a half. I make 10 songs a day. I'm going in there every day, and I'm just relentless at it because this is what I love and it's the only way to be about it. So if you have that same energy and you think that you're cut from that cloth, then I guarantee you'll be right here.
So what inspires you as far as with the music, like to keep going, like to keep on creating these different ideas? Because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I know just being a writer, sometimes you have a mental block. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go through certain things in your life, adversities, things that happen personally that can really affect how you write music. Like, how do you continue to create these
personally,
ideas?
I've been through so many different adversities that people told me I would never have shit and never be nothing again. That's just driving me. The fear of failure is always one big fear. But at the same token, the best part about it is being able to make a song with Leighton Green, P&B Rock, City Girls, and Lil Baby, and like that be the first song that I ever recorded with that girl. Her be a brand new artist and it be a hit record, top 20 right now in such a short amount of time.
Wow.
And Lil Marlo, Soaking Wet. Shout out to Marlo.
Yeah.
How do you write for like a Chris Brown that's like a dope record for the girls to dance to, and then do something for Trouble? Like, how does that work? Like, writers most of the time they kind of like in a certain lane. Yeah.
I work with great people. So London J is the guy that collaborated with me. He's my brother for life. He collaborated with me and he co-wrote the Trouble and City Girls record with me. And then from there, like a girl song, Krishan is my business partner. And he's one of the most prolific songwriters I ever met with, like L.A. Reid and Babyface will be due. So it's kind of like, as long as you surround yourself with good energy and positive people, I don't see a way you can go wrong.
So what's next for Hitmaker, man? What's going on, man?
World domination.
Okay, so let's talk about this music, man. This new single, Thought Box. You actually brought me a Thought Box. What is actually in this Thought Box? It's kind of heavy.
It's like the kit that you need when you leave Magic City, like your T-shirt.
Okay, you got some condoms in here too.
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. We can explain everything.
So it's basically a hoe bag.
No.
It's not a whole bag?
No. So look, it's a step-by-step process.
Okay.
So when you leave Magic and you might got a girl in there that been shaking ass all night, you gotta put it in the shower, so you put her in some new panties.
Okay.
She might not be carrying panties with her, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the T-shirt because Adina Howard vibes, T-shirt and panties, the girls love that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then you gotta go from there.
The hen dog.
Just in case she ain't have a sip when she was at work, right?
And then you gotta roll one up.
Okay, you got the papers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then from there you take it, you give it a pop.
Oh man, this is a pop rock. Okay.
And then you finalize the whole step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, P's are not gonna need that either way. Okay. All right, man.
Yeah, you gave that box to the wrong little man. He's not gonna use none of that stuff.
Hey, yo, man.
You need to give him a help box. That's what he need.
Hey, it's the thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? However you gotta, you know.
You gotta get the thought first, bro. You gotta step by step. You gotta curl before
So
you
let
walk.
me ask you a question. This project you're working on, because I actually received this song, and I hope you don't be upset. But YB in the Mirror, that's like my little brother. But
Oh, I
they
love
definitely
that.
sent it and said
Oh,
like,
I
yo,
love that.
this record, You know what I'm saying?
F It Up, featuring City Girls and Tiger. I love that. Namir, I did half his album.
Right.
Shout out to Gun, shout out to J French, Jazz, the whole mob time.
So what is it? So is this is your single? I mean, what are you working on a project? Are you back doing music? And
Nah, I'm never gonna rap again because I'm an executive. I'm about to be bigger than every executive in the game because I have my finger on the pulse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know all the good songwriters and I make the records and I create the songs myself. So if this is the music business, there's nobody that has to tap on the music business like me with music. So with that being said, man, I'm just gonna
put records
everybody
together.
gotta get up. No, every executive.
So like on some DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a producer album, and I got major songs. And I really did this project because, one, I was in a position to do it. Two, I've worked hard enough to do it. And three, I want to break my artist. I got my own label deal right now.
Okay.
Her name is Rocky. She'll be on my next single featuring Meek Mill. And y'all gotta wait for that. It's a crazy sample. I do a lot of samples, whether it's Trouble or Leighton Green or whatever. So I came back with Thoughtbox to do something, hit them with a curveball with a left hook for people that thinking like, oh, you do this, no. I did everything.
Right.
And then not only that, my next one, I sampled something off Usher Confessions. That is a major look.
Man, I can't wait, man. I definitely have to salute you. Very, very inspiring. Because like I said, I've been knowing you for a long time, so
Yeah.
I can actually vouch for the hard work you didn't put in. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yo, can I call you Stewie Rock?
You
since
can call me Stewie Rock.
Yeah, okay.
as long as I can call you Bird. It's going down, man. Young Burger in the building. Hitmaker.
sir.
Dirty Boys.
Hitmaker.
Howler 79. You dig? Matter of fact, hold on. Before you leave, go ahead and introduce your song.
Yo, this is my new joint right here, Thoughtbox, featuring Meek Mill, A Boogie, 2 Chainz, YB in the Mirror, and my dog Tiger. And you hear it right now on Hot 107.9.
For sure.
You did.
Canada, I got you. Let's get it.
Dirty boy